Okay, so no name, right?
Yeah, no name.
Okay, so just start by telling me how you're feeling right now. Obviously, it's been a hectic few days. You lost your brother.
Yeah.
A lot of other people lost family members as well. Just how do you feel?
I'm I'm still devastated, honestly. I'm still shocked by the whole thing. It still doesn't seem like it actually happened. I was up for a long time last night, just thinking that maybe it's not real, But the more you guys come and ask me questions, solidified that this is something that actually happened. This is real.
And then just like what even goes through your mind? Like what is it like living with this? If you can even put it into words.
Yeah, I can't really put it into perspective, especially not now. Because this is, it's a tragedy. I can't imagine what, those that lost their lives and their families are going through. Especially on the day that it happened. When everybody was, looking to have a good time and everything. Yeah, I can't really put it into words.
Okay, and then so just tell me a little bit about who your brother was. Like, how would you describe him?
He was kind, caring, compassionate, humble, smart, funny. He was a good son. I think he did what he could as a husband. I think he was a great father, and he was a great brother to me.
And so he has like kids and a wife somewhere.
Yeah,
still.
Yeah, he's divorced, but he has 3 kids.
Okay, and let me see. So, when was the last time you saw him?
That was probably maybe like 5 or 6 months ago. Because he didn't visit all that often, but he'll drop in maybe once out the month, maybe, or 2 or 3 times out the year.
So like once a month or 2 to 3 times a year.
Yeah,
was when you would see him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then let me see. And so he would come visit. Like you wouldn't come visit him, or it was...
he'd come down here to visit. Especially since our dad had a stroke in August of 2023, so he was coming around a little more often to check on him, and if there's anything he needed, he'd give anything I needed, while I'm taking care of him. He provided it.
Let me see. Well, so when was the last time you saw him? Like you said, I think you said 6 months ago?
Yeah, maybe like 5 or 6 months ago.
What was that last interaction with him like? Like, did he seem different? Was everything fine? What was it like?
Everything was just how he had always been with me and around the rest of his family, full of love, well-mannered, well-tempered, helpful, just everything you would see in somebody that you would consider an upstanding citizen.
And so I don't know when we talked to the Imam yesterday, and I don't know when the last time was that he saw him, but he was saying that he was dressed different, like that he'd grown a beard, that he just seemed different. So you never saw any of that?
I mean, he grew out his beard, and he became more modest in his dressing. He didn't want to wear, things that showed off his physique, things like that. He wore more dress pants and shoes, things like that,
But it didn't seem like there was anything wrong.
No.
Let me see. Well, so I know you mentioned that your dad had a stroke. Your parents are here? Like, they're both your
My
parents?
dad's here.
Your dad's here?
Yeah.
How's your dad feeling?
He's devastated, just as the rest of the family. You know, because nobody's seen anything like this coming. And it's his, you know, firstborn son and everything. So yeah, it's just a shock to everyone.
And let me see. Okay, so the FBI says there were 2 videos he made where he expressed support for ISIS. Did you ever see any signs of that?
No, not at all.
At any point?
Not whatsoever.
So y'all were like completely blindsided by this?
Right, absolutely.
Do you, like, what do you think could have led to that?
I'm not sure. Like I said, 'cause this is completely out of character for him. You know, these actions, and they're also not any type of representation of what it means to be a Muslim, or any, you know, anything that's related to Al-Islam. You know, this type of thing isn't, you know, what we condone or what we practice. So.
Okay, and then so I know that he was in the military. When was that? Do you know when exactly his military service was?
No. I just know he served for 10 years. I don't know when it started or when it ended, but I know he was in the Army.
Okay, and then so, well, obviously my original question was, do you know what could have led to that? But like, you don't know anything that was going on like in his life, like maybe in the past year, or anything that might have happened in the military that would have.
No. I mean, let's say nothing about him would strike me or anyone as, you know, someone as capable of doing something like this. You know.
And then I know you said that that's not at all in line with what y'all practice, but so of course, obviously, is there, like, would you say there's anyone in your family that like agrees with those views, or this was all him?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Let me see. Okay, the FBI also says that he made a video saying he was going to use a birthday party to kill his family. So, how do you feel hearing that?
That's unbelievable, honestly. Like,
did you know about that or no?
No, not at all.
No?
I can't imagine doing anything like that.
They said that he made a video saying he was going to use a birthday party or just some sort of family gathering to get everybody together and then kill his family. And I don't know if that means like you and your dad. I don't know if that just means like just when, like, I don't know. But like his wife, I don't know. But that's what they said he said in the video. But they said he changed his mind in favor of like going to New Orleans instead, because he didn't want people, like, he didn't want people to think it was just like a family thing, which I don't even know what, like, I have no idea what that means. But just, what is it like for you to hear that?
It's heartbreaking, honestly. Honestly, I can't imagine doing anything like this.
And then, so did you know anything at all about what he was doing, like in, like, leading up to the holidays, or the, like, y'all didn't see him, or?
No, I didn't talk to him. I didn't see him.
Was it normal not to see him for the holidays, or?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty scattered out as a family, so I mean, you know, everybody kind of just does their own thing. So.
And then, did he have any reason to be in New Orleans that you know of, or was it just, like you said, everybody doing their own thing?
Yeah, I mean, when I heard about it, you know, obviously the first person wasn't my brother that I would think, you know, did something like this. But yeah, no. Other than that, I have no idea why he would be in New Orleans. And
then, so what was your reaction when you obviously first heard about what happened? Like outside of like before they ever said who did it, and just hearing what happened in New Orleans.
I was saddened. I figured it was someone, you know, dealing with some type of mental health issues, or, you know, or maybe somebody, you know, got drunk, maybe angry, you know, things like that, but not anything malicious, you know.
And then just what was it like as more information came out and like you like how, first of all, how did you even find out that it was your brother?
Well, my aunt called me and said she seen it on Fox that it was Shamsud-Din, and I looked it up myself while I was on the phone with her and confirmed that it was Shamsud-Din, 42-year-old male from Texas, and I just dropped my phone and crawled into a corner somewhere and started crying.
What would you say like your family's message would be right now? Like, is this something that can be moved on from? Is it something people should be concerned about? Are there warning signs people should look for?
That, you know, our hearts, prayers, thoughts goes out to those families, those afflicted by this tragedy, those that lost their lives, and those who were there to witness it, across the world, everywhere. And that this, like I said, was, I mean, it was a blind side to everyone, his family, his friends, and that this was completely unlike him, you know. Just like you were telling me what the FBI said, it's, I can't even fathom that he'd do anything like this.
And then so have you been like looking for the new information that's coming out, or is it kind of just like you rather not even know right now?
Yeah, at this current moment, yeah, I'm still processing everything. I'd rather not get any more new information to, you know, to kind of reset, you know, how I'm processing this emotionally.
Well, I was gonna ask what you would say to the families, obviously, of the people who've lost loved ones, but would that just be it? That you're praying for them and.
Yeah, and that, and I need everyone to understand, and the public to understand that this is in no way a representation of Al-Islam and Muslims or the Muslim community, you know, or anything that we practice, any principles that we follow. This isn't that, you know. This is extremism. This is radicalization. You know, this isn't what we stand for. You know.
And then I know obviously that you're Muslim, but like, is this something that you've seen like with other people, like where they just become radicalized? Like where, like, you don't know like how this happens or where it happens, but.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I've never been exposed to any of this. My dad hasn't, you know, any of my other brothers, you know. Maybe he went down some rabbit hole, you know, and maybe might have gotten into his head, convinced him that this was something that he had to do, you know, but no.
And then the imam said that he did have like some sort of mental health issues. You didn't know anything about that? Like you were just that was pretty much all my questions, but I want to know, like, obviously I'm sure you prefer not to be answering any questions right now, but is there anything that like you wish people would ask you that you haven't been asked yet that you would like to say?
No, any questions for me and the family? No, not anything besides what I've already been asked. I also want people to understand that, despite, the tragedy that he caused, and in no way am I condoning it, I need people to understand too that he also was a person there. He still was a person, a father, a brother, a son. Like I said, this none of this is like him, but I need people to understand that, this isn't the essence of him,
And I know you say you feel like he might have gone down a rabbit hole. So, like, I guess my question would just be, where do you place the blame? Like, do we need to be looking for where people are becoming radicalized, or is it entirely on the person?
Well, I mean, because there's extremism in anything, right? So I'd put the blame on those who push that agenda of extremism and radicalization, and in all parties, on all sides. And I think for the individual, it might just be who's more susceptible to it. But I think if you want to point out what the problem would be, it would be those groups who promote that extremism.
Okay, and is there anything you want to say that I didn't ask? And then just again about like the whole, like on the subject of being Muslim, what would you say it means to be Muslim? What is it about?
Well, it's a religion of peace. To be a Muslim just means that you believe that there's one God that we all believe in, the same God that Christians believe in, and the same God is the same God that Muslims believe in. That there's no distinction between us. There's no, fight between us. There's no this or that side of the fence. That we're all supposed to be together, in harmony as believers and as human beings, most importantly. It's a religion that promotes righteousness, being kind to others, giving and charity, the needy, being humble, things of that. And that's the type of person my brother was. Those things are the principles that he uphold with himself and his demeanor and how he carried himself.
Okay, and I think that's everything I had.